Hello students, how are you all? Fine, good. Okay students, now we will discuss your 8th chapter, that is basics of app development. Okay, it's very interesting chapter. In this chapter, we will discuss about the different type of the apps are there. There are the two types of the apps are there, desktop and mobile apps are there. Again, mobile app is further divided into the three types of the categories, that is native app, hybrid app, and another one is mobile web app. We will discuss all these types of the apps in detail. We also discuss the tool, one type of the tool that is used to developing of an app, that is MIT App Inventor. We also learn how to install the MIT App Inventor into your system. We also learn how to test our app functionality by using the emulator and AI companion. Okay, so we install the AI for this purpose. We install the emulator into our system, and we also connect the emulator and the MIT App Inventor for testing our app. Okay, students. Okay, let's start. Okay, student. Now we will start. Your first slide about the introduction. About the introduction of app. Now see, app is a short for application, which is a piece of software which runs through web browser or can run offline. That means app which is installed in your system which can be run with or without the internet connection. Okay, we use the common usage of the word app is when making a reference to a mobile application or any small piece of the software running on a website. That means बच्चे हम app का word कब use करते हैं? When we refer to any mobile application or when we refer to any small kind of a software, we use the word app for this. Okay, apps are a type of the programs which can be operated on, where they are operated on desktop computers, laptops, mobile phones, tablets or smartphones, that allows us to perform specific tasks like to manage the mails, contact list, play movies or music, etc. That means all the apps are running on your system like computers, mobile phones or the laptops, which allows us to perform a specific type of the task according to your demand. If you want to play a song, particular song, you can able to do it with the help of the apps. If you want to manage your contact list of the persons, you can also do it by using the apps. So apps perform functions according to your demand. You know it very well, students. An app which can be represented by a small icon on your computer screen or a smartphone, so through which you can open it by clicked on it or by tapped on it. Okay, students. So I hope clear to all of you. This is all about the introduction of app. Now, next slide is about what is the difference between an app and an application. Now see, app can be defined as a software designed for a single purpose and performs a single function. Means आप जो भी आपने ऐप डिजाइन की है परफॉर्म करती है एक ही फंक्शन को. That means perform for a single purpose. That means it is designed for a single purpose and perform only a one function. Whereas the application, these are the software designed to perform a variety of functions. That means it performs many type of the functions. For example, word processor, spreadsheet, accounting application, and web browser, and email client, etc. These are all applications perform a different type of the function. That means they are designed for a multiple purposes. I hope clear to all of you. Now next slide about this. There are two types of the apps are there. First one is desktop apps and second one is mobile apps. And mobile apps is again divided into the three types. First one is native app and second one is mobile web app and hybrid app. Now we will discuss these apps in detail. Okay. Now next, first we discuss about the desktop app. What is desktop app? See, a type of software that allows us to perform a specific task by using a computer or a laptop is known as a desktop app. See students, type of the software, any type of the software you design that allows us to perform their task by using a computer or a desktop, that is known as desktop app. Okay, desktop app, which are where the desktop app is stored on hard drive of computer, where they are stored hard drive of computer, and it uses an operating system to run. Okay, if these types of the apps, if you want, these types are apps are run by using that of the operating system. Desktop applications are multitasking. Multitasking means they perform, that means open more than one app at the same time. And these are desktop applications are platform dependent. Platform dependent means when you create a particular type of the app on a particular machine, then that app is not run on another machine or another system. That is the that is the concept of the platform dependent. If, for example, are there spreadsheet, word processors, web browsers, calendar clock, Paint, Notepad. These are all known as the desktop apps. That means students, any software which perform any task by using a computer or a laptop is known as a desktop apps. I hope clear to all of you students. Okay, now next one is mobile app. What is mobile app? You know students, you know, someone says that mobile is the future of software development. Okay, mobile is the future of software development. Okay, now that means nowadays we use a mobile as a controlling device for all of the activities. If you want to switch off the light, then you install an app into your phone and say switch off the light, then the light is switch off. So now mobile can be defined as a controlling device to control other things. That's why someone says that mobile is the future of the software development. Okay, students. Now see, mobile apps. What are the mobile apps? Now see, mobile app is an app. Mobile app is an app that is simpler and easy to use. A type of the software application that is developed to operate on a smartphone or a tablet is known as a mobile app. Any type of the software application that is developed and that is run on a smartphone or tablet, that is known as a mobile app. Mobile apps are very small in size. That's why they use a less memory space. Mobile apps are free to consumers. Some mobile apps are free to consumer, but there are the some that must be bought. Mobile apps are stored and executed on the device itself. For example, Facebook, Messenger, Instagram, and Google Maps. This is all the concept about the mobile apps. Now we will discuss about the classification of mobile apps. There are three types of the mobile apps are there. First one is native apps, second one is mobile web app, and third one is hybrid app. First one is native app. Now see, an app that is developed to work only for one specific mobile platform, that is known as native app. That means आपने कोई भी mobile app design किया है और that mobile app is run on a particular phone, mobile platform पर ही run होगा वो. That means that app is known as a native app. That means native app का behavior कैसा होगा बच्चे? Platform dependent. Example for this one is WhatsApp, Viber, and Snapchat. Okay. Now mobile web apps. What are the mobile web apps? Web apps are stored on the remote server and run with the help of the web browsers. These are the apps which are stored on the web server. Okay. And these are the run with the using of the internet. To use them, we need to have an internet connection. Yes, see, these type of the web apps are programming by using the HTML language or the CSS language. Okay. Now third one type is hybrid app. Hybrid app is a combination of the both the apps, that is native app and the mobile web apps. Okay. Now see, combination of native and mobile apps. Overall speed and performance of hybrid app is slower and poor as compared to native app. Examples for this one is Uber and Instagram. Okay, this is all about the classification of mobile apps. Now see, next topic is yours. Use of commonly known apps. Commonly known apps are there. First one is social networking apps. These type of the apps used for communication and the share information. For example, the social networking apps are there. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Twitter. Educational apps are there. You know it very well. Used to make learning interesting and fun. NIT, NG Group, and Google Classroom. Banking and financial apps. Those apps which can be used in a banking sector. These apps are known as the banking and financial apps. That is Paytm and JustPay. Entertainment apps. These are type of the apps which can be used to listen the music and watch the movies and the music. These are the Play Music, iTunes, Gaana. These are all the examples for the entertainment apps. E-commerce apps. What is the e-commerce apps? These type of the apps which can be used for the business deals and commercial transactions. Flipkart and Amazon. These are the apps for the example for the e-commerce apps. Okay, so these are the use of the commonly known apps are there. Now, next we move to our MIT App Inventor. Now, ma'am, what is MIT App Inventor? We can develop our own app by using an app inventor. If you want to develop your own app, you can do it by using this type of device that is known as the MIT App Inventor. It is a software. Now see, MIT App Inventor is a tool that helps us to develop mobile apps and software applications for an Android operating system using a web browser. Okay, so it can be defined as a software, as a tool that helps us to develop our own mobile apps. Okay, now see, MIT App Inventor was originally developed by the Google and now is being maintained by MIT. Okay, initially it is originally developed by the Google, but now it is maintained by that of the MIT. Okay, students, now in this, there are two types of the terms are there, emulator and AI companion. Okay, both the type of the software which can use for the testing our app. Now see what is the difference between them. Emulator. Emulator is a software program that is used to test an app without using a physical device. If you want to test the working of your app, you can do it by using the emulator without using a physical device. Now, what is AI companion? We can also test our app using a physical device like Android phone or tablet. Okay. Now see, the AI companion app is used to test an app created using App Inventor or an Android phone or tablet. Hence, so for this, if you want to test your app by using a physical device like Android phone or tablet, you can do it by using the AI companion. For this, you have to install the AI companion app on your Android device. Okay, students. So I hope clear to all of you. MIT app. What is the MIT App Inventor? What is the emulator and what is AI companion? Okay. Now we will move to the next slide. Is that accessing the MIT App Inventor. Now, how you can access the MIT App Inventor? You have to install the MIT App Inventor into your system. How? First step is this. Open any web browser into your system, first one. Then go to this type of the link you have to type into your search bar. Then sign in with Google page appears. You have a Google account. You have a Google account for this. If you don't have it, then you have to create it. Okay. Now then follow the instruction, third step. Then the fourth step is then the MIT App Inventor dashboard appears in the project view. Okay, if you want to create a new project, then you click on the new project under the start new project button. Okay, then create new app inventor project dialog box appears. Now enter the name of your project according to your desired need and then click OK. Then MIT App Inventor web page appears in the design view. Okay, so these are all the steps, or in this way you can accessing the MIT App Inventor. Okay, now MIT App Interface. Now MIT App Interface. The MIT App Interface is very easy to use. Okay, as window appears in one of the two available views. There are the two type of the views for this. First one is a designer view. Second one is a block view. Okay, designer view. What is the designer view? Designer view appears by default when we sign in to the app inventor. जैसे आप sign in करेंगे, आपको सबसे पहले जो by default view visible होगा in front of you, that is the designer view, and starts a new project or open an existing project. Okay, this view allows us to design the app interface. That means this view help us to create the outlook of your application, outlook of your app. मीन्स आप इस डिजाइनर व्यू के थ्रू आप अपनी जो एप्लीकेशन है, ऐप का जो डिजाइनिंग पार्ट है, वो आप इस व्यू के अंदर कर सकते हैं डिजाइनर व्यू में. What is a block view? The block view is used to add the programming code to the components in the app. There are the different types of the components you embed into your application. Now, how these components work? How these components work? To add the functionality to the components, we add a programming code. Where we add that programming code? We add the programming code in the block view. Okay, students. So there are the two type of the views. First one is the designer view. Second one is a block view. In the designer view, we design the outlook of the application, and in the block view, we add the code. We add the functionality code of the application in the block view. Okay, student, this is the MIT App Interface. Now see, they are the components. What are the components of the designer view? See, first one is a palette component, palette panel, viewer panel, components panel, media panel, and the properties panel. They are the 5 types of the components in the designer view. Palette panel, which appears at the left of the MIT App Inventor window. It includes the components that can be added in the app. आपको जो भी components add करने हैं हमारी app के अंदर, वो सारे components हमारे palette panel में हैं. Okay. Now, what is the viewer panel? Viewer panels appears at the right of the palette panel. Palette panel के जो right में है वो कौन सा panel है बेटा? That is viewer panel. The components are dragged from the palette panel में and placed into that of the viewer panel. That means drag and drop is there for the component. If you want to add particular component, simply drag and drop it. Okay. Components panel appears at the left of the properties panel. We can view all the components used into your app in the hierarchical structure. This type of the panel consists of all the components. Now media panel appear just below the component panel. This type of the panel lists all the media files like images, audio, video files. If you want to add the image, or if you want to add the audio and video into your app, you can do it by using the media panel. Okay, by uploading by upload it into your application. Now, what are the properties panel? Appears at the right of the MIT App Inventor window. This panel displays all the properties of the component that will be dragged into your application. Okay, आपने जो भी components आपने drag किए हैं हमारे इसके अंदर एप्लीकेशन में डालें, उनकी जो भी प्रॉपर्टीज है वो सारी की सारी प्रॉपर्टीज पैनल में विजिबल. You know it very well. Where what we do in the block view, we add the coding part. We add the functionality to the components which will be added into your app. Okay. Now, block view of the MIT App Inventor window consists of the 2 types of panels. First one is a block panel. Second one is a viewer panel. Okay. What is a block panel? Appears at the left of the MIT App Inventor window. Block panel कहाँ है बच्चे? आपकी जो MIT App Inventor windows के left side में होगा, और viewer panel which appears at the right of the block panel. This panel include the multiple built-in blocks which consist of code templates. यहाँ पे जो पहले से बहुत सारे हमारे पास बिल्ट इन टाइप के कोड्स हैं, सारे के सारे कोड्स ये कंसिस्ट करते हैं ब्लॉक पैनल में. व्यूअर पैनल consists of the blocks codes that you drag from the block panel are placed into the viewer panel. आपको क्या करना है, ब्लॉक पैनल में जो भी कोडिंग टेम्पलेट्स है उनको आपको ड्रैग करके व्यूअर पैनल पे प्लेस कर देना, जहां पर आपको विजिबल होगा वो. The built-in block panels, the built-in blocks are categorized into different sections based on their functions, which are as follows: control, logic, maths, text. If you want to control like type of the templates, these are categorized into different sections according to their functions. This panel is used to configure the logic and function of selected components into the app. Okay, so this type of the two types of the panels inside the block view. Now next one is, last part is connecting the MIT App Inventor with the emulator. Emulator, that means for the testing purpose. If you want to test your app functionality, test app working, you have to connect the emulator with the MIT App Inventor. Now how you can connect it? To display the emulator on the desktop screen, we can install the AI starter program. AI starter program ko you have to install it. For the steps to install the AI starter program is, open the web browser, then go to this type of the link, then double click the file to run it. Okay, follow the instruction on the screen to install the program, then click the finish button. Okay, after the emulator is installed, then we connect the MIT App Inventor and the Android emulator. Now for this, start the AI starter program, then in the MIT App Inventor window, click the connect, then the collect menu appears, then select the emulator, then connecting message boxes appears. So in this way, the emulator and the MIT app is connected. Okay, students. So this is all about your chapter. I hope clear to all of you. Thank you.